All right, going to do a quick review on this Ameristep pop-up blind. I'm going to go ahead and show you how fast I can get this thing set up, so let's start the clock. There it is. So that's how easy it is to set it up. Now we'll go ahead and dive in and break down all the components of the blind. All right, so that was the second time I ever put this blind up. It came yesterday. I took it out of the box just to make sure everything was there before we did this review. And you saw how easy it was. So it's super simple. Pop the top, pop the sides, and you're good to go. No assembly really required. This is how it comes out of the box. The only thing else that's in the box are the mesh screens to replace these solid panels, which I'll show you here in a little bit. But just real quick, just wanted to go over the Ameristep Silent Brickhouse pop-up blind. This retails $125 to $135 depending on where you're shopping. We bought this for $35 at Walmart here in Connecticut on clearance. So when we saw it, I was shopping around this year for some pop-up blinds. I was looking at the Tide Wii. I still might go that route. But when my buddy found this for $35, I was like, man, buy me one. I got to try it out. And off my initial impressions, super happy with it. It is rated as a 3-person pop-up tent, and you could fit 3 adults in there. It's going to be tight, but it is doable. I'm planning on using this with my son or with my daughter, maybe with one of my hunting buddies, with Dave or Bishop. But primarily, I was looking at a pop-up blind for hunting in Pennsylvania with my kids. And this is going to be more than sufficient for that. But the dimensions, you got 59 inches by 59 inches, a height of 69. It says shooting width 75 inches. I'm assuming that is angle to angle, or I'm sorry, from wall to wall, so that if you're drawing your bow. Don't hold me to that, I'm just reading off the box here. Its total weight is 16 pounds, and it packs down to 8 inches by 42 inches. So I'm going to be using this for more of a run and gun type style hunting. I'll probably strap it to my backpack and have my kids take their chair. But I'm not looking to set this up, stake it in the ground, and then leave it there for the whole hunting season. I know some of the higher end blinds, you get better roof stability if you're going to leave it out for long periods of time. Not what I'm intending on using this one for. So those are the dimensions. I'll drop them in the link down below or in the description down below. But yeah, my initial thoughts is this thing's awesome. So let's go ahead, bring the camera a little bit closer, and I'll show you some of the functions that this blind has to offer. All right, so like I said, inside the box comes these mesh screen panels, and I have Declan and Sloan inside. Go ahead, guys, start popping the windows out. I'll show you what the function. Sorry about that. The function or how that connects, but you can see. You guys go ahead and keep popping them off. You have these pieces in the corner, and then you have these main pieces here, and you can then just replace the solid with a mesh. So once you get it set up, you can determine which windows you want open, which windows you want closed. And these are really quick disconnects. Like I said, I'm going to hop inside here real quick and show you how these work. But you can have them all set up, and then all you have to do is pop these top pieces, and it folds in. So if you need to then shoot out that window. So right now, Declan and Sloan are both in there. I could easily be in there with them, with chairs, with a tripod. I think I'm going to run the Death Grip bipod or tripod for them this coming fall with either the crossbow or muzzleloader. And there's going to be plenty of room in there for the 3 of us, including camera gear as well. So yeah, you can see how easy it is to pop those on and off. The door, there's one main door. There's a hook here if you're going to hook it from the outside. And that swings open. That's going to be large enough. I'm over 200 pounds with a backpack. I'm going to be able to easily get in and out of there. I had a really old pop-up blind. I think my dad gave it to me years ago. And the door was like the whole side of the blind, and it was a zipper, and it was a pain in the butt. It would catch the nylon. So I'm real happy how this is like a rigid door. It kind of swings on itself. It doesn't seem like there's any magnets. That would actually be a pretty cool feature if it had magnets. But you do have these hooks then on the inside. So once you go inside, you can hook them onto the tent stake and keep that shut, closed. So we're ahead. I'm going to grab my other camera. I'm going to dive inside here. Hopefully the lighting works, and I can show you how these come on and off. All right, so we're inside the blind right now. This is that mesh screen I was talking about. It has these plastic tabs and then these nylon sleeves that they slide down in. The bottom does have a strip of Velcro. I'm just going to show you real quick how easy this is to set up. So there's 3 across the top, 1 on each end, and then you have some coming down the sides as well. So there's 2 on each side. The one thing I did notice with this side, you have one of the tent holes, so it's a little bit more difficult to get that in, and then there's Velcro there on the bottom. And that's how easy it is. Now, if you wanted to shoot out of this window, depending on your shooting height, obviously, you could just drop the tops and the sides, or if you have to come down lower, just pop that next one. No Velcro, no loud noises. Yeah, it's super easy, and then you have that for all of the windows, and the blind comes with all of these. So I guess if you didn't want the side, like the solid nylon panels, you could set these up before you even go out in the woods. So put these on, take these off, collapse the blind, and then it's set up, ready to go. All right, so one last thing I want to touch base with before we get outside of the pop-up blind is everywhere there's stitching, there are some small pinholes. And I'm assuming that's just from the needle and the thread. There are some on the ceiling as well. So I could definitely anticipate it leaking if there was heavy rain. So I may just take my patch kit that I have for like my backpacking tent and just touch up some of the holes on the ceiling. Not too worried about the holes on the side, but it's definitely something to consider. This is probably not 100% waterproof in heavy rain or if you had snow laying on top of it. All right, so the last thing I want to touch base on, well, I guess the last 2 things. It does have looping the whole way around. There's some ties here that you could use to brush in with, branches, grass, whatever you might be, whatever the habitat is that you're hunting. So that's a nice feature there as well. And lastly, I'm just going to show you how I break it down, how we pack it up to head out of the woods. It does say in the directions to make sure all the panels are in place. Not sure if it's really needed, just following the directions. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go around, I'm going to push on the center of each wall, and then I'm just going to pop down on the top. So I'm going to go ahead and start that timer again and see how long it takes. And that's that. All right, hopefully you found that helpful. Real quick review on the Ameristep. It is the silent Brickhouse pop-up blind. Retails $125 to $135. We got it on clearance at Walmart for $35. All right, Declan, what do you have to tell them?
Hit the subscribe button.
Sloaney?
Hit the like button.
Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at
Do It Then Outdoors.
Do It Then Outdoors. Thanks for watching, guys.